There are several issues that arose from that, including, of course, AGOA, which affects the whole of Africa, the African Growth Opportunities Act. We are seeking to see it extended by the United States, Congress, because it is useful to both the continent of Africa and the U.S. It's useful to their economies. So
another issue that comes to mind when we talk about security in the region is some of the, the transfers of power. We've seen some of the coups d'etats in countries like Niger, Burkina Faso. What is Nigeria's stand? I don't know whether you still have the chairmanship of ECOWAS. What is your stand on what is happening in these countries?
We still have the chairmanship of ECOWAS. ECOWAS has removed the sanctions that it imposed on those countries. ECOWAS has its door open to them to remain in ECOWAS, and even exiting ECOWAS, even after a pronouncement, the reality on the ground takes much more, because, for instance, we all have one common ECOWAS passport. So there will be a need to print new passports. There are communities in the millions living in each other's countries. So the status of those communities would have to be defined. They may have to require new passports, new identity, residency, and so on and so forth. So it's a process. With the CFA, there's even the issue of currency. So it comes with a lot of things that require a considerable period of time to become a reality. Our hope is that it will not become a reality and that they will remain in the ECOWAS fold. We consider them our brothers and our sisters. And we will continue to make
engage with them.
That they remain. But the choice is, of course, up to them. They're sovereign entities. They decide what they want to do.
But obviously that was not the reaction, the initial reaction when we saw some of these coups d'etats. Nigeria, as a regional leader in the beginning, was very critical of that.
Yes, Nigeria and ECOWAS imposed sanctions. We realized that the sanctions were not yielding the desired effect, which was the whole idea of the sanctions was not to punish the people. And ECOWAS is about the community. That's why in the name, it's eponymous. It's economic community of West African states. So we put the community, put the people first, and decided, okay, they may have a style of government that is not acceptable to ECOWAS, and that those countries signed an agreement saying that they will not have. But we put the people first. The people were suffering. The sanctions were hitting the people. There was Lent, there was fasting, and as a result of that, the leaders of ECOWAS decided, let's remove the sanctions. And if the sanctions were becoming the legitimating factor for those regimes, then the sanctions are no longer there. Now it's between them and their people. It's up to them to deliver for their people if they can.